Hello everyone. I'm so glad you have joined us today for our worldwide video hop of the Night Angels. The theme of our video hop this month is birthdays. If you look in the description, you will see that the next person in the hop is listed. I've also listed the links for everyone else in the hop. For my card, I decided to do something I hadn't done in a long time. It's called the Drapery fold. And I fell in love with this. It's been out for years, but I decided to give it a try for this. And I thought, what better paper than to use the Celebrations paper, Sunny Days. Now this paper, and this is the one I'm using, has cherries, and then the background is that. There's some clouds. There's some flowers. What else is in here? The back of the clouds is raindrops. That's plaid. Some flowers and some rainbows and green. Strawberries and butterflies. Flowers and some suns, kind of. So I decided to play with the cherries. I thought it would make a fun birthday card. For my birthday card, I am using the Circle Sayings, the happy birthday from it. I will also decorate the inside of my card and my envelope with that cupcake. All right, there's my DSP that I have cut already. I have a piece of white that I've cut in half. You know, it's an A2 size card. I have a piece of Poppy Parade, because that's the color of the cherries. I'm going to use my 1.5 inch circle punch and my Poppy Parade ink. And I forgot to grab paper for or scrap paper for my sentiment. But we're going to get started with our paper first, because we have to do some cutting. So the first thing I'm going to do is, this works best if you don't have directional paper. If you have one, you have to do that side first, and then the back side shouldn't be a direction, so it can go either way. But what you want to do is you want to measure down 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to measure down 3/4 of an inch. Oops, that's the wrong side. No wonder it wasn't working right. I was like, this isn't working right, my ruler. Okay, so there's that. Here's my 3/4 of an inch, so I'm going to put a mark. And then I'm going to measure up 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to turn my paper just because it's easier and put a mark here. All right? And now we're going to cut this diagonally from this point to this point. All right, so to do that, I'm going to put this in my trimmer, and I'm going to put that mark that I made here in my cutting channel and the mark at the bottom in the cutting channel, and I'm going to hold it. Now I'll adjust it if I need to when I put that down. I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to cut from one side to the other. Okay, and all right, I'm gonna have to do this on the back side. I should have measured up this way because my paper is directional. You want to start with the big side for scoring. So I'm just going to flip it over and I'll score it from that side. And you're going to go to 2 inches first. Oops, got to get my cutting blade out of the way. Don't want to do that. And I'm going to score it at 2 inches. Slide it over to 3. Score it again. Slide it to 5. Score it again. Then 6. Score it again. And mine is just going to be backwards. Then I had to open it up because we're going to go to 8. and score it again, and 9, and score it again. And that's it. All right, so like I said, mine's gonna go the opposite way. So keep that in mind. All right, then I'm gonna take and I'm going to, okay, I'm gonna do this backwards. I'm gonna fold on this line and I'm watching to make sure my top is even. Then I'm gonna fold back this way. I'm gonna go to the next score line and there's a big jump. So watch that your top is even. I probably scored mine a little more than I should have. All right. All right. The last one is tricky because you want to make sure it's even. All right. So there's my drapery fold. And now you can glue this down, but I'm going to show you how to do this where you don't have to. I'm going to pull in my red paper here, and I'm going to take, now I have tape on the back of this because I was going to use it for something else and I didn't, so I have tape on it. Right, now I'm going to take a piece of red and I want it longer, and I'm going to tear it, and I only want a small edge to it. So I'm just going to tear it slowly all the way across. All right, so I've got that. Now I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to take my tape, my glue, and I'm going to add glue to my panels. And if I need to add glue, I will, to keep it closed. And I'm going to start with this even at the top and the side. And I'm going to put it down and I'm going to work my way all the way over, making sure that it's even with that top. See, that piece isn't even. All right, I'm going to have to do some finagling with it. All right, there. And it's okay if it's not perfectly even because we're going to put this over top. Now this piece isn't going to stay down, so I'm just going to put some glue in there and some glue in here just to hold it in place. And if you want to glue these down, you can, but I'm going to take tape, or I keep saying tape, I have no idea where that's coming from. I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to add it to my strip that I tore, and I'm going to put that down across the top, and I'm going to hold it in place so it will stay glued down. All right, of course now I've got to very carefully pull this up, and I'm going to use my yucky scissors because as you can see I have glue there, and I'm going to get rid of that extra piece. Now I'm going to take my card base and I'm going to fold it, and let me have my bone folder. All right, and I've got my card base ready to go. I am going to add some glue to this even though I have the tape on there, because I want to make sure it stays down. Now when you put this down, make sure your drapery fold is at the top. And look how easy this was. Look at that, so quick and easy. Oh, this corner is not going to stay down, so I'm going to stick a little glue under there. And this one is acting up too, probably because I pulled it up off of the mat. So I'll stick a little glue there just to get it to stay. Well, this side's not staying. Oh, this is this. I'm gonna go, that's the, there was no glue holding this down, so it didn't stay. All right, the top. Yeah, it's there. It's just the glue hasn't hasn't fully set. So there's the card. Now, as I said, I wanted a sentiment. So let me grab a scrap paper. All right, I found this piece that I can use. I apologize. They're cleaning the lawn of leaves next door, so it's a lot of things going on over there. All right, now I'm going to take my Poppy Parade and I'm going to ink it up. I'm going to stamp it right there. All right, and I'm going to close that up before I get it on anything. I'm going to take my circle punch and I'm going to punch it out. And this is the 1.5 inch circle punch. So, all right, now I'm going to put this on with dimensionals, but you know what? I'm afraid this is going to get caught. So I'm going to take and I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there and a little bit of glue right there and just kind of hold it in place a little bit. All right. While that's drying and grabbing, I'm going to grab my dimensionals. All right. And you know what? I think I'm going to take, I think it would be cute to have some cupcakes across the bottom. So I'm going to shift midstream. Here's the little cupcake. And I'm going to pull back my Poppy Parade. And I'm going to ink this up. And I'm going to stamp it across the bottom. And this is going to be stamped, and so it won't be very dark, but just a little bit of a hint. All right, so there we have it. All right, now I can put my circle on with my dimensionals. One more dimensional, like this. All right, and I'm just going to put my happy birthday right about there. I just want to make sure it's straight. And I think it needs some gems. So let me get some gems. How about some of these, the adhesive back gems? I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to go in the opposite corner at the top, opposite that, so that it kind of balances it out. And then I'm going to use a middle-sized one, or a small one, I should say, one of each. And there it is. Oh, those gems make it, don't you think? So cute. All right. And I use that same stamp, the cupcake stamp, to do the inside of my card and envelope. I hope you enjoyed my idea today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the next person listed below and check out what they have. Lots of birthday ideas, so make sure you check them all out. Have a great day. Bye.